Hi everyone, it's me, the Broke Stacker. So I started this video a little late. I was like, man, should I even do it at this point? I was like, but you know what, screw it, I'm gonna do it. This video, we're doing hamburger patties. We're gonna put these together right now, get them in the fridge, but we gotta put them together first. So what I have here, I have some 80-20 hamburger meat to some beef with. If you want to go really extravagant, you could do like a 2-to-1 or a 1-to-3 ratio of hamburger with lamb. But this one we're keeping it simple. 80-20 hamburger. I just took some onion, some nice red onion, because that's what we're going to have for our toppings. I just sliced some of that up. So in our 80-20 with some Worcestershire sauce, we put about, I don't know, a quarter cup of Worcestershire in there ish, and this is a 3-pound batch. So we're going to make multiple patties. We're going to be doing the onion and some garlic powder. Now, what I typically would do is do some minced garlic in there, but today we're going to be lazy and just do some garlic powder. Not too much, not too little. You don't want it to overpower, but you definitely want the flavor there. Again, you want to get some of that nice coarse ground black pepper. I always do fresh. I'm not a big fan of the pre-ground stuff. I mean, if it's going into a soup stock or a chili, yeah, the pre-ground stuff's fine, but usually I always just fresh ground my peppercorns. And finally, a little bit of fresh ground salt. Not too much, because we're going to add to that later. And then just dig in and smush it all together. Now, if you have problems keeping your burgers together and they kind of fall apart on you, maybe you screwed up and put a little bit of too much Worcestershire sauce in there. You could put a little bit of breadcrumbs in there, not too much, because you don't want it to overpower. And an egg. You almost kind of want to think like a meatball, but for your meat patty. That is one way to do it, but in this case, this is just a straight meat. There's some basic ingredients: salt, pepper, garlic. You can't go wrong. We'll do a little bit more seasoning when we're on the grill as well. But for now, for the purposes of making patties, this is all we're making. This is the Worcestershire sauce I like to use. I think I could probably use a little bit more in here just to give it that flavor. You don't want to do too much, or like I said earlier, it could fall apart on you. And I think we're all set right there. So I don't really weigh mine out or anything. I just kind of go for a baseball size here. And then I just smash them together, kind of do your smash burger, and then I knead in the edges like so it actually holds together and it's nice and even, so we get a nice even cooking area. I know they got those smash burgers on grills, but we're doing an open flame grill on this one, so it's not going to be a griddle. That one looks all right there. That's about all you're looking for. This is probably a 1/2 pound to 3/4 pound patty. I'm going to do 4 on the base of that plate. Put a layer of aluminum foil. You could use parchment paper, whatever, and then do another 4 on top of that. This should make close to 6 to 8 patties, depending on the size you're making there. Again, it's about a baseball size. Smash it down, and then work those edges together so it doesn't fall apart on you on the grill. And you're thinking to yourself, man, how's that holding together like that? You don't want too much fat, but you don't want too little. This is the 80-20. It's going to be nice juicy burger patties, but just enough to where it's not going to fall apart. That is the perfect percentage I've found that where the burgers actually stay together. Give us a little piece of aluminum foil, that down. These are all going to go back in the fridge for a nice rest and to keep them nice and cool, because if they get too warm, especially on a hot summer day, that's when they're going to want to try to fall apart on you. You don't want to freeze them, but you definitely want to keep them refrigerated after you get them all together. So this one looks like it's going to yield us about 7 patties. Any of those onions there on the edge, push them in from the outside edge there. Otherwise, I can make a split on you later. All right, there you have it. You're gonna have some fat on your hands, so go wash your hands at this point. All right, now we're gonna stick this in the fridge and go light the coals. So this will have a nice 20-30 minute rest time in the fridge. And here is the Broke Barbecue. This is one of those, I don't know what the hell is this thing called. It's a professional char griller, grills and smokers. I absolutely love this thing. I love it so much I bought two. This is my second or third one, actually. I barbecue a lot. So what I do typically, the reason I love this one actually is because you can control your heat. You can raise and lower your coals. I've got the little guy right here, very convenient. I always start it off all the way at the top. I'll put my charcoals in the middle for depending on certain things. If it's like a big brisket, I'll probably do one side or the other, but typically I'll go off in the middle here. You do the middle, bundle them all up, hit them with some lighter fluid, let it sit for about 5 minutes, come back and do it again. This one's really nifty because the grills are actually cast iron. So, and it comes with this nice little grill hook. Love these grills. You put that in place. This way there's no lighter fluid actually on your grill itself. Don't cross-contaminate. I'm going to clean this grill too. I got a nice wood paddle. Let's stick this guy down in there. Oops. Alright. I'll get on this other side. Oh, the wind. There goes the wind. We'll let this do its thing for it's usually about 15 to 20 minutes when I do it like this to get a nice white coal going, nice and hot. About that time, that's when I'll clean the grill. Then I'll come out and put the shrimp on the Barbie. Okay, now that we have our coals lit, you got about 15-20 minutes to kill. Your patties are chilling, your fire's getting hotter. This is a perfect time to any condiment you're going to have with your burgers. Chop them up right now. This is, yeah, I can't think of a better time, really. Alright, now we're going to clean the grill. We're almost there. We got a lot of white going on there. We're just about ready to put everything on. I use a wooden paddle style because I've heard too many horror stories of people getting a stainless steel wire brush needle in the back of their throat from a barbecue. It's like, nah, I don't like those things anyways. They don't do a very good job. Honestly, these do better. I got a nice powder coating on my grill, so it makes it nice and smooth. Very cool. I highly recommend you guys consider getting one of these over the stainless steel wire brushes. These work pretty dang well, as you guys can see. This is all you need to do. Take that top surface off, and that's all you need. Alright, these coals are looking as good as they're going to get. We're going to put our meat and peppers on there right now. Okay, I'm not going to videotape and film everything that I'm doing here, but I'll explain it to you really quick. I just put these on, so I'm right at pretty much, we'll call it 7:15 I put them on. So what I'll do, I'll rotate them 180 degrees each after 5 minutes, wait another 5 minutes, flip them, wait another 5 minutes, and then rotate them another 180 degrees, and that should give you a perfectly cooked medium burger. Another little pro tip, if you want to make it that extra smoky flavor, get a little hickory in there, close down the range while you're cooking, and then yeah, you'll get a little more smoky flavor on your patties. And it doesn't take much. Just a little pinch of some of those chips. Throw them down in there on the fire. You don't even have to put them through the grill at all. They'll still smoke. If you want it extra smoky, you can pre-soak your chips overnight. See how it's getting smoky already? We're going to lower this down. Got our range control, or our vent control here. I'm going to do it at halfway-ish. And watch that temperature climb. Alright, so far we've gotten up to about 225 degrees. Typically this grill at this setting will go to 300. But I do have the vent partially closed, so it'll probably be like 250. So yeah, we're gonna flip this up and flip the meat. Now we make the secret sauce. Get a little bit of that. Put that in there. Just a little bit of mayo. Some nice ranch, regular, not that country style crap. Get that in there. Sriracha. And that's about it. And after a pinch of pepper, just mix it all up. For me, this beats the crap out of fry sauce. Really good. You guys haven't tried it? Try it out. I like it. Alright, looks like we're about all cooked up. We're going to flip these and slap the cheese on. Alright, now that those are on there, I'm going to close this down and give it about 5 minutes and they should be done. Alright, here's the grand unveiling. We're doing about just shy of 250 on this. Oh yeah! Got those nice smoked peppers. Melty cheeseburgers ready to go. And I just swished the bread. Yeah, there you go. Nice, deliciously cooked burger. Hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, keep stacking, stack 'em high.